since CDL school do not teach you this, I'm going to. And all the veterans who are out there, if I missed something, please drop a comment to assist with this video. Let's help these new truck drivers get up to speed out here. I'm starting to see how a lot of new drivers are underestimating just how important it is to plan your trip ahead of time. Planning your trip in advance is not just for efficiency, but it's to stay legal, stay safe, and most importantly, to avoid burnout. It's a little more than just punching in a destination into your GPS. It's about being in complete control of your time, your hours, and your safety. Now let's dive a little deeper. If you are over the road, the first thing I recommend is for you to look at the total miles you have to drive, your available drive time, and your 14-hour clock. It tells you how far you can legally drive in one day. Secondly, where I find that Google Maps come in handy is viewing a destination in satellite mode. If you aren't aware by now, some places have multiple entrances, and some of those entrances you are not allowed to enter. That's where Google Maps come into play. Find a destination, hit satellite view, and scope the area. You want to see it in person view and start scanning the building. Look for signs that say no trucks, receiving entrance. You can start to gauge where you can and cannot go. What you don't want to do is show up and then it becomes impossible to make a U-turn somewhere. So once you have an idea of where you're going, the next thing is to start checking your route for fuel stops, rest areas, parking availability, way stations. You want to map all that out in advance. Because let's face it, once you start your clock, that bad boy starts ticking. And that 14-hour rule, it doesn't pause. And poor planning can leave you out of hours, tired, or scrambling for parking late at night. I will place emphasis on this point. A very big part about trip planning is knowing where you're going to stop for your 10-hour break. I like to research about 3 places. In the event if one is busy or if the next one is full, you will have options. Or you can even go to the extent of reserving a parking in advance. My partner's truck parking club allows you to view locations of property owners who list their available spaces on their platform. It's a great tool to have in your back pocket. It will essentially help you cut down your search time from an hour to just 10 minutes. And if you want $20 off your reservation, use my code EVE20. So the next thing I would do is plan my 30-minute break in advance as well. What you don't want to do is wait for the last minute to take your 30-minute break, because you will find yourself trying to stop on the shoulder of a highway or something. If you are driving in a region that is very busy, like the Northeast, passing through Atlanta, Chicago, or Dallas, you need to be aware of rush hour traffic. Sitting in traffic burns time and fuel. If you're not careful, it can push you into a violation very quickly. You also need to account for weather, detours, and construction. Check the weather forecast along your route. If there's snow, wind, or if heavy rain is expected, either adjust your drive time, or if it's very difficult, try to reroute altogether. Have all of this figured out before you hit the road. Hey, and I'll be the first to tell you, don't be afraid to shut down if you truly feel it is not safe. Trip planning isn't about pushing your limits. It's about setting yourself up for success and staying ahead of the problems before it happens. You can't prevent every issue, but you can do your best to mitigate them. At the end of the day, it is your responsibility as the driver to call those shots when out on the road. See, a lot of violations happen when drivers push past their HOS limits, all because they didn't plan their fuel stops or they run out of parking. I'm telling you right now, it's not worth it. A logbook violation stays on your record. That's why I utilize all the tools I can. Some drivers will agree with some, then some drivers wouldn't. It's all about your preference. It might seem like you're just trying to get from point A to point B, but the reality is, as a professional truck driver, you want to stay ahead of the curve. And I'll be the first one to tell you, once you start trip planning, it soon becomes second nature to you. It will save you a lot of time, stress, and money. So if you're a new driver, welcome to the industry. I hope you make trip planning a part of your routine. It's in those small habits that adds up to a smoother, safer, and more successful life out on the road. If this video helped you out, I ask that you give it a like and maybe share it with someone who might find it useful. Until next time, stay safe out there.